we told you about a family up in Marysville, the Smiths. They had a husky in the backyard of their home, and on a neighbor's security camera, they saw recorded somebody stealing the dog out of their yard. And they had one of those electronic fence systems. The dog on the security video from the neighbors could be heard yelping as a woman was dragging it across that fence line. And then what Ron and Colleen Smith discovered is that the dog was gone, and they're trying to figure out who stole their dog. Well, now the dog's been returned, but I had a lot of questions about who actually stole their dog. So let me welcome back to the show from Marysville, Ron and Colleen Smith. Hey, thanks to both of you for coming on with me this afternoon. Oh, jeez. That's hard. Didn't mean to have you guys hear that again. Thanks to both of you for coming on with me again.
Good afternoon.
Colleen, I talked with Ron last week, and for listeners who didn't hear about this, talk about the trauma of your dog that you've been given as a gift by your husband just disappearing from your yard a week and a half ago.
Well, I was devastated. I was at work at the time that we realized that she actually had been stolen, and I didn't know what to do because, like I said, I was at work, and I only had a little bit of time still to work before I was able to come home. But I was in such disbelief. I could not believe that somebody could be so cruel to steal our dog.
Especially heartbreaking when you saw your neighbor's surveillance camera video that showed them pulling your dog, Takoda, across the electric fence, and she got a little shock and yelped out. And I mean, that all had to be devastating for you guys.
It was tremendously devastating. It made me sick to think of the torture that she was enduring at that time.
So, Ron, when you and I talked last week, you had the neighbor's surveillance video. You talked with the police. We saw a woman. We saw a white Honda CRV that somebody else was driving that she pushed the dog into. What transpired after you and I talked that got Takoda back?
Just more research, more pushing the media, getting the media to show this, your story, your listeners, just everybody in general. You know, we put it all over Facebook, we put it all over YouTube. Just the media in general helping get it out there is what really facilitated.
Okay, so what happened Monday morning?
She was supposed to bring the dog. We were told on Saturday by a detective that she was supposed to turn herself in Monday morning with a lawyer and bring the dog back.
Okay, and let me back up. Who is she? They know who stole the dog?
We don't really know for sure. They have suspects, but we don't know who they are.
Do the police know who they are?
Well, I think they have suspects, but they haven't told us any names.
Okay, so Colleen, the woman who stole Takoda was going to turn herself in, is that right?
Yes, she was supposed to turn herself in, from what we were told, on Monday, and that there was a possibility that we were going to get Takoda back. Well, then Monday turned into Tuesday, and she did not turn herself in, but Takoda was brought back to us. By
an attorney for the woman?
No.
It was somebody that the attorney had actually hired. I think it was an investigator that worked for the attorney that brought the dog to the Marysville Police Department.
Okay, I'm horribly confused. So who did, I mean, Ron, you told me that you thought it was some animal rescue group that didn't like Takoda being in the kennel in your backyard, and is that still the prime suspect here?
Yes.
Okay, and the woman is hooked up with this group?
We believe so, yes.
Okay, so why hasn't she been arrested then?
Well, the police told me that they didn't want to go too hard on it until after we got the dog back, because they said in cases like this, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they just kill the dog.
To get rid of the evidence.
Correct. So they wanted to be very nice until we got the dog back, and then now the gloves have come off.
Okay, and Colleen, I hear that Takoda didn't come back in the greatest of shape.
Oh, no.
Tell me about that.
Well, she's got swelling on her nose. She's got sores on her nose. We don't know if she was hit with something or if she was exposed to another dog that she got into a fight with. There's a possibility that she is pregnant and that we are going to have to get her spayed, which if she is pregnant, the babies will be aborted. If we don't get her spayed, then there's a possibility that she could die because of her age.
Well, wait a second. Now, was this a dog rescue group that didn't like her being in the kennel, or was it some puppy mill that stole her for breeding purposes? Now I'm really confused.
Well, we think it was a dog rescue type facility that, or at least they thought they were rescuing her, because one of the conditions that she has expressed to her attorney is that she would still like us to give the dog up for adoption. Now, a puppy mill is not going to ask you to give a dog up for adoption.
So the thief is asking for conditions.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, I'm sorry. This story's getting all the more confusing. So now that you've got Takoda back, you think the police are going to go and make an arrest?
Don't know if they're actually going to go make an arrest, but they're going to pursue this much more aggressively.
Okay. Well, will you guys keep me posted? Because I'm still a little confused by what exactly went down here. But it sounds like you don't have a firm resolution on that yet.
No, we don't.
Okay. Well, you guys keep me posted, okay? Because I'd like to keep my listeners in the loop. And bottom line, I'm sure glad to hear that you got your doggy back.
Thank you. We are too.
Yes, and we will definitely keep you posted because we want to keep this story alive, to break this organization up and to bring these people to justice.
Okay, fair enough.